Welcome back to the table where I am blown away by the things that I'm going to show you. I was very shocked with how in your face this really was. And yes, I'm diving right in because you can tell by the title and thumbnail that this needs to be discussed, and I want you guys to see everything that I saw. You might as well have called a big portion of Barnes & Noble a satanic bookstore, because there was a bunch of junk that was on display in the reach of children, in your face as soon as you walk in the door, and just displayed everywhere, almost every corner you would turn. I'm very sad, shocked even with how much I actually saw and what I saw. I really couldn't believe half of it, to be honest with you. Starting off, here's some footage. I walked into the store. The first thing you saw is a bunch of mythology, whether it was Greek, Norse, etc. A bunch of mythology books, because it can be anything but Jesus, right? Let's throw a bunch of this stuff in people's face. Let's have them believe anything supernatural as long as it's not Jesus and the Bible. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, you're crazy, you're reaching, you're going way too far with this, because there is Bible stuff in there. There's theology books based off of the scripture. You can say what you want, but a bunch of the stuff was in your face, and the enemy, they know what they're doing at the end of the day. So yeah, you're welcomed with anything but the Bible, but everything that is mythology of that came from Greece, whatever, all that stuff. And then one of the first tables, when you walked into, right there at your right, had a Ouija board on display. Any kid could reach this. Let's just have it right there. Let's have little kids interested in what this is, asking their parents, and just, I'm actually shocked. I really am. And then moving on the bottom shelf, let's let little kids get a hold of this, right? The Book of Pride. A bunch of books that have everything to do with gay pride, anything that is anti-God. Homosexuality is still a sin. I love you people. I really do. Because I have been around a lot of people that live that lifestyle. And they could tell you, I have never treated them wrongly. I have loved them. Because that is my job, is to love and preach the truth. Now, they would know that I disagree. They know that. But I'm still going to love them because they're human. Everyone needs to be saved. But this is absolutely crazy. People talk about how, oh, you guys are indoctrinating your kids. You Christians, you're crazy. Look at this. That's crazy. It's perverted, and it's just wrong. Then, oh, look at this. A book on abortion. You know, when I think of abortion, you know what it makes me think of? Let's go all the way back to Moses, someone that was going to use to save the people of God from a very horrible nation known as Egypt. Now, I'm not saying Egypt is horrible, but I'm saying, especially around the time of Moses, it was completely anti-God. Pharaoh was known as the god of the earth, if you will, that he was the main cat in charge, but he's not. It is a great representation of a world that hates God, that does not live for God, that does not stand for the truth and what true love is. What happened? A bunch of babies were killed. Let's just get straight to the answer. And then Jesus is born. Oh, let's go to that. What happened around the time he was born? What did King Herod do? Let's kill all the male children. 2 years and younger? Something like that. Let's have a bunch of innocent babies, 2 years and younger, slaughtered. And you want to sit there and say, our bodies, their lies, and the truths we use to win. That's pathetic, and it's anti-God. What else? Oh, self-transformation. Good one, right? No. Horrible, evil, wicked. Practical witches spell book. Witches, spell books, all kinds of stuff. Anything to get you further from God, right? Anything to not make you like him. Oh, and it gets even better. Aleister Crowley's work. Satanist, evil person. I'm blown away that this is in a bookstore. Yeah, well, it's a book. Of course it's going to be in a bookstore. This is pure evil. Whether you want to see it for what it is, you have to admit this is evil. That wasn't it. Born with a Tail, I believe. Yep. What is that? It's not good, I'll tell you that. Evil. Keep going. All kinds of symbolism, human rights, whatever that title is, if I even read that right. I don't care. Look at that. That's evil. Oh, this is where it gets good, huh? The queer Bible. We stand on the shoulders of giants. That's stupid. That is so pathetic. I don't even know if I can get through this video without being mad. Listen, I don't have to keep justifying myself. I love you guys. I do. But this is insanity. It really is. This is not truth. This is corruption. It's not what humanity is supposed to be. We were made in the image of a perfect, loving God. And Satan and the evil spirits of this world are doing their best to make you anything but someone who is living a truthful, honest, loving, pure life. A life like Jesus Christ. But yet we're the ones who are made to be the enemy. But a whole self-transformation section, as I showed before, with witches' spell books, all kinds of sorcery, magic, evil stuff. Listen, I know there's a lot of people who are more so innocent, who may not understand that the spiritual aspects of it, what's going on with or in the world that the human eye can't see. I know there are a lot of people out there that they really don't know. But at the end of the day, there is light and there is darkness. And you do have to pick a side. All of these Christians, they're not, yes, there are a lot of fake Christians, and I hate it so much. But there is the truth. There are sincere, loving people who are preaching and doing their best to teach you the truth. They're not crazy. They don't hate you. They do not want to exclude you. They want to include you in the greatest gift that we could ever have, and that's connection back to God that was lost because of two humans who decided to listen to the wrong voice. What happened after that? Corruption, separation from God. I do not want to ever be separated from God. I do not. We need Him. This world is only going to go downhill, but we have to be the church. We have to live right. We have to get back to God. Do not fall into the corruption, into the lies of the devil. Everything that this world is preaching, live your own truth, live your own way. You're perfect as you are. You know, a lot of those people that are living like that are living their own truth, their own way, their own life, they're miserable. People are killing themselves. People are chasing that satisfaction every day, and they're getting nothing but depression. So then they have to get on antidepressants. They have to go to a therapist, doing anything they can to just make it through another day. When the answer to everything that we need in life is a void that needs to be filled, and the only one who can fill it, his name is Jesus Christ.